The worst one. What was the worst? I suppose it had to be the one by the sea. We were staying in this sort of beach house thing, right on the water. I'd inherited it from some distant relative. I'd always wanted to really make something of it, but just got really distracted with this and that. After a while, time took its toll. Such a shame. I remember it used to be so beautiful. I was led to believe that it had solid foundations. They seemed good enough at the time. There had been warnings of a storm, but it was our only real chance to get away, spend some time together. We were always so stubborn. We just thought nothing of it and went anyway. It was surrounded by other houses. They all seemed like they had weathered a good deal in their time. I was sure it would be fine. Hindsight is just awful sometimes. Things started to go wrong right from the beginning. The taps, the electricity, pretty much everything was broken. We bought supplies in the car, but it wasn't enough. I guess he thought it was going to be something else, but I guess that was always part of the problem. I'll spare you the gory details. It went down like most breakups. Instead of storming off like a normal arsehole, he took the fucking car and left me stranded. I didn't feel like seeing him again after that. So now, suddenly, I'm all alone, sat on the porch, staring out to the sea. I used to love playing in the ocean, but it started to look like a whole different type of beast. The sky was just bearing down. I was so angry. I kicked the side of the house. Thought I'd broken my toe. I hadn't. But it didn't matter, because the boarding spun off the wall and smashed me straight in the face. I had to get crowns on these two teeth. So I'm scrambling around for shelter. The wind becomes so strong. The whole house was shaking. I swear I was going to take the roof off or collapse the whole thing in on me. So I wasn't sure whether to go inside or outside, whether to be dry or safe. Sometimes everything would seem to become calm for a moment, and you wonder if it's over, but it just keeps coming. But you have to be a realist and make the best of a bad situation. I remember trying to focus my mind, as if that could stop the windows from smashing. Then the lawn furniture, which I never really liked anyway, took care of that hope for me. I was just taking cover in this bathtub with this shitty old mattress over my head, praying nothing would smash through the wall. I'm not gonna lie, there was a bit of crying involved. I wasn't really that hurt, but all in all, it had been a pretty shit day. More than anything else, I was feeling sorry for myself. I walked out of the place expecting to see debris everywhere, but it wasn't as bad as I've probably made it out to be. The patio windows were completely shattered, and the living room was ruined. The crappy old family photos were just all over the fucking place. They weren't even photos of my immediate family, but still felt like shit to see something sweet ruined in that way. The worst thing was when I finally got outside, no one else's house was damaged. That's what I suppose happens when people give a shit about their places. I just sat there for a while, then tried to pick up some of the pieces. I didn't want all this shit laying around for the neighbours to look down on. I pretended to myself I was beachcombing. There wasn't much else I could do. Everything around seemed to be normal now, apart from the bomb site of a house. I picked up a few of the unbroken pictures and put them in my bag. They were the only pretty things left from the damage. I didn't want to leave them there to the elements. No one was in the other houses, as it turns out. I decided to just walk back to the village we'd passed on the way there. Couldn't think of a good reason to stay any longer. I didn't want to think about how much this was all going to cost me, or how fucked over I'd been. I just wanted to get back home somehow, to my warm little flat and sleep it all off. I knew I'd wake up feeling much better.